Okay, we've got our evasive maneuver pad in now. We're going to begin steps for LM ejection. So delta V set. Again, minus 100. Delta V and norm. Now we need to load the digital autopilot for having the LEM on board. Before we loaded it for just the CSM so that we could do our maneuvers. Now we need CSM and LM, so 2, 1, 1, and 0, 1 instead of 0, 2 because we have the LEM in tow now. And we're going to switch to AC roll. Proceed. And we should get a calculated CSM weight. Plus 63802. Enter. Proceed. And the gimbal angles for this maneuver, verb 24, enter. The gimbal angles for this are plus 00097, enter. Minus 00023, enter. Proceed. Verb 46, enter. DET, stop, reset. And then you're going to bring it along to 4 hours, 8 minutes. Okay, we are at 4 hours, 8 minutes now. I think it's time to pause the music as we're going to need our concentration abilities now. 4 hours, 8 minutes. Let's get the pyrotechnics armed up. Again, for logistics reasons, TVC servo. And we're going to start program 47. Verb 37, enter. 47, enter. We need to make sure that our separation circuit breakers are in. Once program 47 is loaded, at 4 hours, 9 minutes, and 45 seconds, you can start your event timer. So we'll set the start to neutral, and we'll just truck along here close to that mark. 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. And now we just separate. So S4B, LM sep, fire. And
Translation.
CMC auto. Thrust aft. 2, 3. Good. Once we've drifted far enough away, proceed. 0, 0, enter. Now we can safe the pyros. And unplug our S4B LM sep circuit breakers. Go to gimbal position indicator now that we're not attached to the launch vehicle. TVC servo power off. EMS standby and off. THC off. Rotation direct off. And now at 4 hours, 12 minutes, we're going to begin our evasive maneuvers. So we'll cruise along. And here come our evasive maneuvers. Verb 37, enter. 30, enter. We need to load the time of ignition displayed on screen. Verb 25, enter. So it's going to be 4 hours, 40 minutes, 2.21 seconds. So 4 hours, 40 minutes, and 2.21 seconds. Now we need to load the delta V's. This is going to be +5, +0, +1.9. Now you may get a RCS separation, and those tend to be actually just a little bit complicated. That's something we're going to be covering most likely after our completion of Apollo, or Apollo 11, because those are in Apollo 12, and we are a long ways from getting there, so that tutorial is going to be ways out. But the procedure for it, I believe you guys are smart enough to follow it. Just know that it will be just a little complicated. Attitudes can be subjective at points, so it's just something you'll have to be prepared for. So we've loaded in our external delta V. Now we set our compensated delta V on the EMS, basically doing a normal maneuver at this point. Only reason I'm including it is simply because it is the separation maneuver, which has to do with transposition and docking. Otherwise, I wouldn't be covering it. You guys already know how to do these. Okay, verb 62, enter. And now we're going to load our evasive maneuver attitude into verb 49. So roll is 0. Pitch is 212. Yaw is 357. And we'll maneuver to attitude. And we are now approaching our separation attitude. And we are stable. Hit proceed again, just to make sure we get the fine-tune attitude good. Enter. And now we bring her down to the 10-minute mark. Once we are down to our 10-minute mark, we'll begin program 40. So verb 37, enter, 40, enter. Transfer control of the attitude to program 40 by hitting proceed. And we need to close the circuit breakers required for an SPS burn, and that they are verified already closed. All these are on rate command, deadband minimum, rate low, translation on. SCS TVC will now go to rate command. Since it's our first SPS burn, that's always required on the first burn. And we'll take her down to 6 minutes. Again, same as any other SPS burn. Batteries on. TVC servo on. Rotational normal to AC. Attitude 1, rate 2, and SCS. And take her down to 5 minutes. At 5 minutes, we're going to start the trim systems. Verify no manual thrust vector control, which is good. Although I will say we
rotation.
We're on translation. That would be why. There we go. No MTVC. That's good. CMC. Pitch to start. Yaw to start. And then again, the little tip for getting everything centered out. Minus, plus, 0. Again, center everything out. Minus, plus, 0. And now we set the pad values. So our pad values are +1 and minus 0.2. Now we check. We do have MTVC control. That's great. Port handle neutral. And we'll go AC/DC, direct on now. BMEGS rate 2, transfer attitude control back to program 40. Once it's 50-15, BMEGS attitude 1, rate 2. Enter, and proceed for gimbal check option. And the trim should load after 5 or so seconds after that. There we go. Trim is in. Scale down to 50-15. Rate to high. Ensure helium valves are auto. It's good. Now we'll take her down to 2 minutes. Since this is a really short burn, lasting only 3 seconds, we're just going to do it on bank A. So we're down to 2 minutes. We will arm bank A. There we go. 35 seconds, Disky blank, 30 seconds, EMS norm. And then we could take her down to about 10 seconds and wait. 5 seconds. Proceed to confirm. 3, 2, 1. Ignition. 2, 1. Cutoff. And begin safing procedures. Proceed. And we are not going to null the residuals on this burn because the checklist tells us. EMS function off and standby. Attitude deadband will go to max. Non-essential bus off. THC power off. Direct off. Rate 2. And we'll open the circuit breakers. PCM bitrate is low. Proceed. CMC free. 00. Enter. DET stop reset. Now we'll just check our RCS quantity and temperatures. And they look great. We used less than 5% fuel for transposition, which is really good. Like, almost stupid good. The engine is doing great. We just check out our helium and our N2. We could see Bank B has a slightly higher N2 than Bank A because we never lit Bank B. We do have to keep those somewhat balanced, so our next burn, if required, a short burn will be on Bank B, of course. Once you're done, get a Verb 66. And there is extraction of the LEM. Thank you.